will last another 7 years.
Hey, it's 11:11, everybody. I'm your host, Jedi, and my partner, Anna. Well, today is the anniversary of when we first met. 7 years ago to the day.
Yeah, 7 years. We locked our eyes, and the rest is history.
Yeah. We've had our ups and downs like every couple, but
Yep.
it keeps getting better and better. And it said if you make it through the 7th year, you'll be together forever. That's why they call it the 7-year itch. So, well, let's hear your odds of whether we're going to make it through this year to make it for life or not.
Yeah, what about you guys? How long you been together as couples? Did you celebrate your 7th year anniversary, and when was it? And yeah, I want to hear about your story too.
And if you haven't already signed up, make sure you let us know you're coming to the Freedom Flotilla Festival. It's going to be a blast. Honestly, I'm really excited with this government shutdown. Was talking to different people there in Key West, and they are already talking about secession again. So who knows? The Conch Republic might get revived.
There you go. But otherwise, we're heading to the south. We're continuing our journey, and we have already some people waiting on us in Florida.
Yeah, we got people waiting us in Florida, North Carolina.
Yes.
We're going to skip over a large portion of Virginia going around the outside just because the intercoastal in that upper northern part, it has some pretty shallow areas. It adds like an extra 50 or 100 miles to our trip with all the weird zigzagging.
Woohoo! So we're going to be at the Atlantic Ocean for a few days and anchor in the Atlantic Ocean. That's going to be interesting.
Or depending on weather, just keep going straight through. She's going to have to learn how to stay up for a few days straight.
Yeah, I think we got to take the shifts. So that's going to be interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
So, having fun, enjoying life, and make sure you let us know you're here, having fun. Yeah, have fun, enjoy life.
Yes.
And wherever you're at, make sure you push the right buttons so we get to see you every day. And we got yesterday was a fun, crazy day, and I'll give a brief overview to not get too many deep in the topic.
Yesterday was intense.
So the energy and vibe of
Annapolis, Maryland.
yeah, the sailboat show was cool somewhat, and it was commercial like everything else.
Yeah.
And Bacon Sales is an awesome store if you get the chance to stop in Annapolis, but
Yeah.
the town itself sucks.
Well, what do you want? It's just a bunch of government employees who probably just be
Rain
laid off, and here they are. They see our banners: free, freedom, floating flotilla, less government.
Right? like we're all for all 750,000 that are furloughed and fired for life. So
yes, and then on top of that, Jedi was retiring the Native American drum, so we're like favorite people over there.
yeah, it was interesting. The gas stock we had scheduled ahead of time for when we were leaving. There was a big one for us. There was a gap, but it's like no, you can't come get gas because we got a 150 foot coming in. There one's 3,000 gallons, so your 150 gallon tanks aren't good enough. You got to go across the bay to this other arena to get fuel, and it did not help with the current. We got literally within like yay far of hitting an anchor pulling out, and I was gutting the throttle like hard to starboard to get away from the dock.
Well, it's because Maryland, they have so many people. They have very narrow channels and exit and entry points.
Right? Like even we were at the gas dock, our bowsprit was like 6 feet from the anchor of the next boat. and they were, instead of just letting a bigger boat be the only one in the gas dock, they were sneaking smaller boats
Yeah,
behind us.
and they were rushing us to leave too.
Yeah, so you couldn't even back up out of your way. You had to. It was very close and a little nerve-wracking and stressful. But we made it. We're alive. Alternators are working way better now. We got the replacement anchor, so I went from a 45-pound Danforth back to an 88-pound Delta.
Oh, it's 88? I thought it was 80 pounds.
No, 88.
Oh, 88.
Yeah.
Infinity. So this one will last for infinity.
Yeah. We definitely went back to a 1/2-inch shackle. Tied the thing. Don't ever buy a swivel shackle. Those things.
Swivel. They break.
Yeah, like why risk $2,000 or $3,000 anchor on a little swivel shackle when you could have a big solid metal shackle? Because when you have 300 feet of chain, you really don't need the swivel. The chain will spin. All you need.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got all the repairs done except for the freezer and the fridge. So
yeah, I tried working on the freezers,
and then
it's still tripping the breakers right away, and I'm just not to the point where I want to get my own meter and go one wire at a time through the whole boat to try and figure it out. We tried calling, I would have gladly paid an expert to do it, but I couldn't even get a phone call back from them.
Annapolis.
Yeah, but we had talked before we got to dock. I had called a bunch, and they were all 2-3 weeks or a month out before you could get any work.
Yeah.
And
then but so far we're using the ice and the cooler, and we have a lot of dehydrated and good canned food, and we have a huge pantry. So
it's not like we're short on food or anything like that. It's just it would be nice to have our freezer back, so when we catch a big fish.
Yeah, so Jedi got the license yesterday since we were coming from Great Lakes, and we had the Great Lakes license. He got this area license, and he pulled out his fishing poles. So I am excited to try Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, and we need to find some good crab traps, more commercial style that we can leave overnight. So if you know anywhere on the lower part of the Chesapeake Bay or the Potomac River that I can get there from the tender and walk from land that has good crab pots, let me know. But other than that, having fun, celebrating our anniversary. It's a beautiful cloudy day, so it's not too bright.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's
I'll take this
maybe 3-mile-an-hour wind. So it's supposed to pick up a little bit this afternoon. So hopefully we can get some sailing in, because with no breeze, we'd just be sitting here, and we got a long way to go to Key West. So
yeah, we're just making a stop to check something out.
Yep.
I know where that.
We
leave it undisclosed.
all I'll tell you is, all our buddies from Cleveland know we're all real estate investors.
Yeah, so we're looking for real estate.
If you know us, you know what we're looking for. And we'll leave it at that. I happened to find something pop back on market that I've been after for a couple of years. I put multiple offers in from different realtors for the same property. And I thought somebody finally bought it this time. And it just fell through and came back on the market a couple of days ago.
And funny thing, we happen to be in the area.
Yeah. We're finally, it's hey, I don't have to schedule a trip, driving through 3 states, and I'm only a few days away. So with any luck, we'll have a base of operations for New Atlantis, come spring after we're done with the festival in the Key West.
Yeah.
It's by far the most strategic location on the Chesapeake, and that's all I'll tell you.
Yes.
And if you are real estate people, any good, amazing deals, we're looking at least a 12 to 14 cap as is, with a good value add opportunity. because anything less than a 10 to 12 cap, you're going to be lucky to make it through the downturn. Like, I really feel bad for anybody that invested in any syndication since 2021,
Yeah.
because most of you are going to go under and lose every dollar of your equity. But this is why we told you the fundamentals don't change. Don't fall into the gurus telling you the hype and just pay whatever it is. It's like sometimes it's better to just consolidate and, focus things through, focus on the fundamentals. Like being with my honey for another 7 years, working on our communication, keeping each other accountable, and going step by step. So
Yes.
hope you're all having a good day, and make sure you let us know, how long you've been in your relationship and
Yeah.
whether you think we're going to make it another 7.
And you let us know. Well, I know the answer.
Well, we know the answer, but do you know the answer? So,
All right, guys.
have a good day. We'll see you soon.
Peace.